Find the Cartesian coordinates. All right, so I've got, so they give us a parametric curve, and they want us to make it a Cartesian equation. Y is equal to t squared minus 1. Now, the only thing I need to do is solve one of these for t and plug it into the other one. I'm going to solve this for t, okay? So I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, and it's t squared. Technically, I could just leave it as t squared because now I can plug it in over here. So if I start over, I say y is equal to t squared, but t squared is this stuff. X squared minus 1, and then I got to tack on the minus 1.
It's just x, not x squared.
Oh yeah, it's just x. Why did I write down x squared? I'll tell you why, because I've done like 5 million problems. I still wrote it down.
Yeah.
So that's just x, and so this is x minus 1. And so this is x minus 1, and then from here, we're going to tack on another minus 1. Okay? So I think I get x minus 2, right? Boom. Any questions on that one? Alrighty, moving on to problem number 45. Clear the ink. Find the inverse function. So the first thing I want to do is I want to write this down as y equals the square root of 4x plus 1. Now to find the inverse, I'm gonna swap the x and the y. I don't like how that drew. My smartboard's not being smart today. So I'm going to swap those. So I'm going to make this an x and this a y. So that's step 1. Step 2, solve for y equals some stuff. So I want to get y by itself and all the other stuff on the other side of the equal sign. So I got to square both sides. So this gets squared, and I get x squared is equal to 4y plus 1. Subtract 1 from both sides, I get x squared minus 1 is equal to 4y, or 1/4 x squared minus 1/4 is equal to y. Then I replace that with, this is the inverse. And so I've got 1/4 x squared minus 1/4. I think it's c, right? Does that make sense? That's the process every time. Okay, any questions? Let's move on to problem number 48. Find the inverse function. Again, we're going to say y is equal to x squared minus 1 to find the inverse. Step 1, we're going to swap the x and y. Okay, so this becomes x is equal to y squared minus 1. Now we solve for y, add 1 to both sides. I get x plus 1 is equal to y squared, or plus or minus x plus 1 is equal to y. This is my inverse. Now we have a little bit of an issue here. Which one do we choose? Do we choose the principal or the positive?